to tune them up and get ready to play a NASCAR song tonight.
Ross Chastain trying to get his first win of the year.
Boy, Red Chastain's got a great car. He is really able to move all over the racetrack.
When he left the media center Saturday, Ross Chastain remarked how cool the guitars looked, and he said, I'll be back to get mine on Sunday.
Watermelons all across the country are shaking in their boots. Ross Chastain, he started on the pole, and he will be first to finish tonight as he picks up his first win of the year here in Nashville.
What a great moment for Ross Chastain and company. Here's a look at his numbers this season. The one win, of course, happening last week, but he does have 5 stage wins, 6 top 5s, and 8 top 10s to his credit. And now it's time to welcome the Melon Man, Mr. Ross Chastain, into the Raceday studio. So good to see you. Congratulations, of course, on your win. And you must be feeling pretty good this weekend because the pressure is off for you, right? You got a lot of momentum heading into this. No?
Well, Caitlin, as we all know, this sport is a week-by-week and a very humbling sport. So as great as last week was, we came here to Chicago, and aside from today's weather, man, I've struggled, honestly, through practice and qualifying to make speed. And there's only a few cars behind me. So, you know, to qualify on the pole last week, win the race, now we've spotted everybody 33 spots this week to get started.
So, Ross, it's interesting that you bring that up because, you know, a few weeks ago there was no track there, yet all of the teams had simulation where the drivers were going in and able to practice on the track. How accurate was that? When you got to the track this week, did you feel like that helped, or did you feel like maybe that wasn't as accurate as you needed it to be?
It was. I thought GM did a really good job of predicting the surfaces through the couple of tools they had to capture the data. I thought iRacing did a good job as well in their own way to give us, you know, some racing simulation with other people around the world. But there's nothing like driving through these concrete canyons at real speed in real life. I have to say, just tighter walls left to right than I've ever experienced. And for me on road courses, kind of my schooling and my kind of revitalization of my road course, or just in general learning from my very first road course race in 2013 to now, was to attack, to not worry about the limits. We had no track limits in NASCAR, so I spin off course in practice often at road courses. I overstep the entries often in the races and in qualifying in a normal track. And here there's just no room for that. So when I backed that down a bit, it definitely translates to slower lap time. So my confidence for braking is just not where I need it to be. But I thought the prep work and everything was real, minus it doesn't actually hurt in the simulators when you crash.
So, Ross, this race is about turning left and right, but I do want to go back to last week where it was all about turning left at Nashville Superspeedway. It was your 3rd career Cup Series win. It was the 4th win for Trackhouse Racing as an organization. I just got a feeling, listening to your interview and watching your body language and even talking to Justin Marks yesterday, that this may have been the most special win for you and Trackhouse. Why?
It's an oval. It's a circle, Larry. It's finally just what we all grew up doing. When most of us did not grow up turning right and running on road courses. So for us short trackers and just Saturday night racers, it's what we grew up and we know the most about, and we just haven't been able to put the whole weekend together. We've been fast early, we've been fast middle, we've been fast late, but just too far behind to catch up to the leaders. And this time we stayed in the top 5 pretty much all night and put ourselves in position. Now, you say turning left, though. I will say my Worldwide Express Chevy was loose enough on that last green flag run to the end that after the final pit stop, we were really loose, and Martin was able to close the gap. And it was just about hanging on at that point. So there were several moments I was turning right. As the sun went down, Brandon was able to see the exhaust fire shoot out when I would lift off a 2 with a big slide. And it was better during the day when it would happen because no one could see the fire, so they couldn't really tell what was happening over there. But then with the exhaust, tells no lies, and he was on me to keep my rear tires under me and get to the end.
So Nashville's behind us. Next up, of course, is the street course race. We've seen NASCAR over the last several years introduce a lot of new tracks, whether it's Bristol Dirt, the Clash, to you guys. As a competitor, do you like the new challenges that NASCAR has presented to you?
I do, Caitlin. I'm all for it. I'll be honest, it was a little scary going into my first full point season in Cup in 2021, and that was the first year they went from 2 to 7 road course races. So my group, who was coming into Cup for the first time with me personally into the CGR 42 car, was like, really? We got 7 road course races? Oh no. But through a lot of work and a labor of love of learning road course races, we've been able to excel and get our first team and personal win at COTA last year, like y'all mentioned earlier. These tracks, LA Coliseum, here in Chicago, there's no way to practice for it. I believe I need practice. I need to be able to go and try the track in some other type of sports car or something. And these tracks that they're being built in the month ahead of time leading into the race, there's no way to physically, fly to Chicago and run laps. So, I do feel like I struggle a bit to just show up and be fast. I have to work at it, I feel like, harder than some of my competitors.
Well, we are looking forward to you taking on this new challenge. Always great to hear from you. Best of luck to you out there in Chicago. Stay dry while you're at it.
Thank y'all.
Hey, race fans, thanks for watching our video. For all NASCAR on Fox News content and the best clips from Fox Sports, be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel.